How to increase conversion rate. It's a fantastic question, and there are definitely ways to do it without doubling out your ad spend. In this video, I'm going to show you some of my tricks for exploding my conversion rate. Let's dive in. Hey, quite honestly, before we dive in here, I don't really do a lot of A/B split testing. I don't get too much into that, which is probably a mistake of mine, but the point is that you can be successful without knowing all that stuff, and it's one of the reasons I bring it up. I still don't know how to do paid Facebook ads. My way of solving this is by serving up better marketing, and that's what I'm gonna share with you inside of these next few tips. Now let's dive in. All right, this first method is simple. It's definitely, it's not lazy, but it's not nearly to the extent that I go to. I start this out by, first of all, look at your follow-up sequences. This is one of the easiest ways to make your conversion rate increase like crazy. The reason I'm stuttering a little bit here is because I don't want you to go start looking at this unless you follow what's called the 1,000,000 rule. The 1,000,000 rule is something that I learned when I was working at ClickFunnels, and Russell created it because this is what was happening. And I'm really scared that you're watching this video and you don't fit the 1,000,000 rule. Okay, this is what was happening. Russell, please look at my stuff, look at my stats, look at my funnel, look at this. Why isn't things converting? Oh my gosh, I got to figure out, and they would start freaking out, and Russell would go log in, he would see their funnel, he would see what's going on, and they would only have like 10 people who've been to the page. Guys, that's not enough sample size for you to start making decisions. It's just not. And so what he created was the 1,000,000 rule. He said, I'm not gonna look at anyone's funnel, I'm not gonna look or look at any conversion metrics unless you have either had 1,000 people hit the page or you spent $1,000 in Facebook ads or paid ads. That's a good rule. 1,000,000. The problem was there was not enough sample size to start making decisions on. So the reason I stutter a little bit with this is like, if you haven't had 1,000, if you haven't tried to get 1,000 people to the page, I wouldn't even be trying to increase your conversion rate. You know, it's just not enough sample size for you to be looking at the stats of a funnel or a page and start making legitimate decisions on. Does that make sense? So follow the 1,000,000 rule. With that in mind, this is the next step that I do, okay? Guys, increase the length of your follow-up sequence. Increasing the length of your follow-up sequence is one of the simplest ways to increase conversion. I have a buddy right now who, they'll do a standard 5-day follow-up sequence with anything you opt into. That's pretty normal on the internet, by the way. And it's value-based, it's awesome, it's not high-pressure sales or anything like that. He decided one day to add 60 more emails. 60 more daily emails. Basically, after you go in, you go through a 60-day follow-up sequence, and the thing is that it's not this massive, it's not annoying at all. It's still very, very value-based. But because he is emailing out and he's literally just increased the length of his follow-up sequence, his conversion rates have, they'll go through the roof after that. Because maybe someone's not ready on day 5, right? Maybe they're ready on day 37. Does that make sense? So very softly, not with a lot of high pressure, increasing the length of your follow-up sequence, easiest way for you right there. Also, in my opinion, one of the least, it's not my favorite way. Stay tuned, let's go to the next. All right, now that first method obviously takes a while to pull off because you're literally increasing the length of the sequence. This is honestly my favorite and shortest way to increase conversions. One of my favorite ways, but it's definitely short. When I first launched it was one of my first $1 million products. Actually, it was my second one. I was selling and selling and selling, and it became very apparent very quickly that who I was selling to was not the right customer. And this is common for a lot of people who are in the internet marketing space. You begin selling, you go do, and basically you find out quickly, oh my gosh, I'm not actually in love with the customer. Funny enough, because of that, my conversion rates were low. Okay, I want you to write this down and staple it on something that's near you, okay? Listen to this. Upgrading your customer is one of the fastest ways to increase your conversion. Upgrading customers. A lot of times us as marketers, we're trying to capture as many people as we possibly can. Funny enough, that's so many scenarios though, it actually does the opposite to our conversion rate. Does that make sense? By getting more clarity on who you sell to, you in essence actually will increase your conversion rate. But Steve, that makes the mouth of my funnel more narrow. Yes, it does, but it also boosts your conversion rate and you begin to work with a better person. About month 3, of me selling this product, I had a serious conversation with my team and I was like, guys, it's not that these people aren't getting results. I'm not a huge fan. I'm not like waking up in the morning going, I love my customer, right? This is about 3 years ago, over 3 years ago now. And actually almost exactly 3 months ago, as I say this right now with you. That's funny. So what we did is we went back to copy and we went back to the ads and we basically said, hey, if you don't if you're not this tall, you can't ride this ride, all right? This is who we're looking for. This is exactly what we want. And what happened to our conversion rate? Funny enough, it went way up. Went way up because we were more specific on who we want. It's not like Facebook ads where you're trying to get that dial to be as big as you can. Now you have 500,000 people. It's not like that at all. It's the exact opposite. I want to upgrade and get more narrow on who I actually want. And funny enough, that actually increases our conversion rate. Before I show you the most effective way that I like to increase conversion rate, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and I would love to know down in the comments, actually, tell me, what's the highest conversion rate you've ever heard of? And actually, personally, highest conversion rate you've ever had personally. For me, on a page that I've had with auto traffic, I think it's been near 55% for a long period of time. Okay, long period of time. Tell me what your highest conversion rate is down below. Guys, the best way, the best long-lasting way is to literally just be a better marketer. I'm not trying to be a jerk or mean when I say that, but best way to increase conversions, just serve them more content. This is why I would do this, all right? There are some things you just can't hack your way through. And if you're trying to get a hot conversion, literally just make them more hot before asking for action. Does that make sense? All right, stop trying to sell warm people, sell hot people. Does that make sense? We say that there's hot traffic, warm and cold. If you're like, oh, I can't get higher conversion rates because my traffic is still cold, they barely knew who I am. After a while, I can't optimize my way past that. I have to make them literally warmer or to the hot before I ask for the sale. How do you do that, Steve? This is how I do this. Whenever I have like an opt-in page or any page I'm trying to get a conversion on, whether it's an order page or it is an opt-in page, one of those two really. Instead of just sending traffic straight to that 24/7, send traffic to something right before it. So we'll put like a little mini event out. We'll do a little tiny email series that's a straight value add. We do stuff to help them literally warm up. That might be one of the biggest reasons your conversion rates are low, is you're trying to convert warm traffic as if it's hot traffic. Big classic mistake. So the answer is literally just warm them up. And there's a lot of marketing mechanisms to do that. You can't hack some things, you understand? Just be a better marketer. So meaning I send them to a mini event, or I'll send them to some, like I said, a little mini course. One of my favorite methods to doing this is what I call a 7-day launch. So I won't send traffic straight to the order page. I'll send traffic to a little mini week-long event. It's called a 7-day launch. I have a video on my YouTube channel talking about it, by the way. I'll send them to a 7-day launch and it warms up the traffic. They're coming in cold, they're coming in warm, they're definitely not hot, and I want them hot, okay? Hot means they're really close to the sale, right? And you're like, how do I get higher conversion rates out of a cold traffic? Like, stop. Get them warm, then ask for it. Don't ask for the sale until somebody's already warm. So we'll send traffic to a little tiny thing, a mini event in front of it, and then ask for the sale. I don't even talk about the sale until they're warmed up. So honestly, the best way in long term, just warm up your traffic. Got a free gift here for you. Go to launchforprofit.com. That is my podcast website, my podcast page. Launchforprofit.com has a PDF. It's free. When you download it, it will show you my favorite campaign methods for the internet. So if you're like, what was that last little piece he was talking about? I spent days writing this killer PDF on a lot of different strategies I use to warm up traffic. So it's free, fits right in line with what you're watching right now. Go to launchforprofit.com. The link is in the description below.